Welcome back to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. Today, it's me and Jimmy. Mick is absolutely cast. Honestly, don't know where he is.
Nowhere to be seen.
He didn't message us, didn't rock up.
No.
So let us know in the comments, what's your theory for why Mick is not here? Because we sure don't know.
No,
But
we've got no idea.
The show must go on, Jimmy.
It does. It has to go on. And on that, it's a funny game, rugby league, isn't it?
Well, funny for some, not so funny for some others. Because in round one, there was teams that were touted as premiership contenders.
Mate, people were buying grand final tickets, I'm sure,
100%.
after round one.
Yeah, Panthers come out, look dominant.
Yeah.
Brizzy looked dominant. Manly, Storm. Besides Storm having the bye, those three teams came out and lost in massive upset fashion.
Yeah.
So we'll take it. We'll go through one by one of those big upsets. It was upset galore. Warriors beating Manly 36-16. Manly came out firing. Turbo scored, and I thought, here we go. Same old Warriors.
Yeah.
And then they just
scored in
turned
the
it
first
on.
5 minutes. I'm thinking, this is going to get ugly. And then before you know it, Warriors come back, fight back, and they. I thought they were pretty impressive.
Yeah, there was some good players there, like Clark, Egan.
Yeah.
Metcalf played great.
Fisher
in 7.
Harris.
Fisher Harris was good.
Good go forward.
It was a completely different Warriors team. It was more like what we saw in the trials.
Yeah.
And Manly, on the other hand, they were very poor.
Yeah, they were disappointing. But yeah, just going on with the Warriors, like that round one team was like you said, just completely different. Like they had good line speed. They actually had go forward.
Yeah.
And Metcalf was on fire.
They are a different team in New Zealand.
They are.
It did show, but Metcalf at 7. There was massive question marks in round one saying, maybe he's not a 7, maybe he's a 6. I think I was one of them who said that he's a better runner. But his service was great. Kicking game was good. 6 out of 6 goals. And he did the little shush celebration with the blocking out the haters and the swoosh.
Yeah, that was good.
So that was pretty cool
celebration
from Metcalf. He loves a good celly.
No, he does. But yeah, DCE and obviously Turbo went off injured. I'm sure all the Manly fans were.
Bro, hard in mouth.
Hard in mouth stuff.
That is your whole team there.
Hard in mouth
Obviously, you got a few others like Ola and stuff, but
like Turbo just disappeared off the field.
Yeah, he must have been. Was it hammy tightness? Like,
hammy tightness or some sort of tightness. I don't know if it was a hammy or not.
Maybe it was precautionary, but
yeah.
I don't think that mattered for the result. I think they're already done when they
were dominant.
When they went off.
Yeah.
So Wars fans, great performance. Jimmy, do you hate the Wars?
Mate, I don't hate.
There's a lot of speculation.
I don't hate them.
I'm happy for them. Everyone in the comments, like when we did the most impressive team, they're like, "Oh, Jimmy, not picking the Wars again."
Mate, wait till you see my tips this week.
Ooh, there you go.
Joking.
You probably still won't tip them. And then we had the Roosters beat the 4-time premiers, the Panthers, 38-32. I did not see this one coming. They were $10 the chooks.
Yeah, $10. Like I've never seen Roosters $10 in my life. I don't think.
No
one gave him a chance, and Alamotti scoring again in the first 5 minutes. You're thinking,
same thing, eh? You're thinking,
this is going to get ugly.
This could be 60 plus.
And then, mate, they showed some fight, the Roosters, especially those young forwards. Lasalu, Fekatoa, Hugo Saval obviously coming on later in the game. But I was really impressed with, how like those young forwards took it to Penrith.
They were impressive, but I was more impressed with the experienced players.
Yeah.
The likes of Connor Watson, Teddy, Crichton.
Yeah.
They were absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
They could have easily just gone like, we're not going to win this. I'm just going to take it easy.
Hey.
They lifted everyone, and everyone came with them.
Yeah.
Panthers weren't great. They didn't play their best.
No.
But I didn't mind. They were trying a few trick shots. There was a nice scrum piece. They're trying to find their feet in attack. They're
very
doing a lot
clunky.
They're doing a lot of weird stuff with Cleary, like switching sides and stuff.
It's very
So I feel like it's going to take time for them, and then it will work eventually.
Do you like it?
I don't like it right now, but I can see how it would work. It's going to take time. It looks like they're changing a lot in attack.
Yeah.
So it does look clunky to start with.
Yeah,
Edwards went off with a groin injury.
Yeah, that's not good.
That doesn't help.
But then Dane Laurie just comes in he's
replacement.
ready-made replacement. But I want to give a shout out to Lasalu, Taylor Lasalu, the Roosters player, who obviously played Friday night and then had to get back on the tools, concreter, next morning, 7 a.m.
Far out. That just shows how much of a hard worker he is.
Mate, how
on the
good is that?
field, he was doing some tough carries,
Mate,
but
it was hard
the
to tackle.
toughest carry would be waking up Saturday morning after
a
probably
big
a
win,
bit of celebrations.
Yeah.
And yeah, getting back on the tools. So
Yeah, so shout out
to him.
But yeah, huge win from the Roosters. Yeah.
The only time I saw this coming was when Richmond won the AFL paying $10. And I think I said to you or Mick, I'm like, that would have been a good multi. Richmond into Chooks, that would have made $100.
Mate.
So that was the only omen.
We were out Thursday night.
Yeah.
How about my yarn in the Uber?
Oh my God. For
We've
those,
got to get it up or put it up on our story. Like, we won't get it up now, but I reckon like we'll post on the, it was.
We filmed Jimmy and he's absolutely smashed off his face and he's like, mate, you know, when these boys are young and everyone's writing him off, they come and they lift. I think Roosters could win. And we're like, Jimmy, you are so smashed. Shut the hell up.
There's no way.
But yeah, that got a workout in the chat when Chooks won.
Yeah,
Jimmy's an absolute Nostradamus.
And then the Raiders.
Another big upset. Beating the Broncos 32-22.
Yeah.
They just came out firing. Broncos never really looked like they were in it. Raiders look good at home.
I think I know why Mick's not here.
Why?
Raiders wooden spoon, he said.
That's a good shout.
That's a good shout.
That's a good shout.
That could be a good shout.
Do we agree, everyone listening at home? Put that in the comments. What do you think it is? Because he did say Raiders spoon, and they came out. They beat Warriors in Vegas, pumped them, and then dominant win over Broncos, who looked untouchable in round one.
Yeah, unbeatable.
And they literally shut Walsh down. He had one of the worst games I've ever seen him play.
Terrible.
He'll bounce back, though. He's that type of player.
Yeah.
Just, there was not much happening.
But yeah, the Raiders, geez, that was a bit tough win.
100%. Yeah, the horse.
Fuck, he's back.
What did he do? 19 runs, 132 metres, nice little try assist there.
Yeah.
I love the way Fogarty's controlling the team as well. Like, he's their main man. He's steering the ship.
Yeah.
KO Weeks, very quiet. So for them to score that many points in the first 2 rounds and he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
So that's dangerous. He's just sitting there like a little Ferrari in the garage.
Their backs, like Tamale looks outstanding.
Yeah, great young player there.
Chris is in good form.
Yeah, and Tarpany wasn't even playing.
No Tarpany.
No Tarpany. Savage was out. He's back this week.
Yeah.
So big test coming up with Manly.
Yeah, but there was plenty of errors, I thought, during that game.
It was pretty scrappy. It was
scrappy game.
Not as scrappy as the Eels Tigers game.
No,
that was a horrendous first half.
Yeah,
that was like pulling my eyes out sort of footy.
Mm.
But there was another upset, South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Would you call it an upset?
I think St. George got into $1.40 at one stage.
Yeah, right.
And then they drifted out to about $1.60. But
mate, how did they lose that game?
Win Stadium out in Wollongong.
You went?
I went to Chico's first, which is I highly recommend if you want a dirty feed.
Good.
It shocked me because there's only one in Australia, I think. Okay. They had it near the stadium and now they pushed it out to like near Fig Tree.
Yeah.
10 minutes from the gong. Went in there, went to go try and go in, and the restaurant is not like a sit-down restaurant inside.
Yeah, right.
The whole restaurant is like production, everyone cooking, and you go on the screens, you order, and then they just bring it out within 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Rapid, mate. The mini burger was literally the size of like
I saw
a double
it.
quarter pounder.
Yeah, right.
Huge. So did that, went to watch the footy, and I'm going to tell you know how I said I had a man crush on Jamie Humphries?
Yes.
We've actually taken our relationship to the next level.
Okay.
I've actually got a not so life-size cutout of Jamie Humphries.
How good's
Look
that?
at that. I sleep with that. It's under my pillow.
Humphries.
He's Humphries, mate. He was just so cool and collected. Caught the ball off a shitty pass.
Yeah.
Snapped the field goal straight down the middle. His
Cool
kicking game was pretty solid throughout the whole time. Couple shanks, but
good player.
mate, great play. He's keeping Dodd out of the side for now, but yeah, loving what I'm seeing for Humphries. We are definitely, we're taking it to the next level.
Yeah,
100%. Massive man crush.
He's a very good player. But a few, I guess, talking points out of round 2. From what I've seen so far, I know it's only been 2 rounds, but Ponga should be the Queensland one. Your thoughts on that,
mate? Ponga is exceptional.
Like he's so good.
He's playing 1, 6, 7 all at the same time.
Honestly, he's got a hand in everything.
Like he can kick, has a nice little grubber on him.
Yeah.
He can pass, he can run, his steps lethal.
Yeah.
He's literally controlling that nice team. He's doing it all. So right now, if you had to pick it, you'd probably say Ponga.
You pick Ponga.
But I'm going to give Walsh a chance to return serve.
Yeah.
You know, he's had a lot of errors in his game.
He does.
Especially last week, but you know, we know what Walsh can do. He's an actual
100%.
X factor. So
it sort of depends, like, you know, in those big games like Origin, right? Would you rather Walsh doing that 50-50 pass that might come off or you force an error, or do you just want Ponga who's just going to, you know what you're going to get with
as a Blues fan, I don't want you to pick Ponga because I've seen him carve us up, whereas I haven't seen Walsh do that same impact, and the form Ponga's in already with 2 rounds.
It's
2 rounds
scary.
in. It is very scary. So
Scary to see.
he's an absolute machine.
David Fafita, $1 Million Man up at the Gold Coast. 30 minutes, round 2.
Very weird. I think
What's
I
going
expected
on?
it the opposite, for him to come on in the 30th minute. You know, I think Blocker mentioned just before halftime, why isn't Fafita on? There was like 20 seconds left, but
Mate.
you can't get him on with 20
No,
seconds
you
left,
can't.
Blocker.
You can't. But,
That is very weird, especially because they weren't winning. They were getting pumped. You think you'd put him on for a bit of impact.
it wasn't even injury related though, was it?
It couldn't be, because why would he be playing if he's injured?
Yeah.
You know?
So, I don't know. Des is an odd cat. And he might have a few tricks up his sleeve. I don't know what he's...
He played Khalees Haas long minutes at second row.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what... Fafita might be on the bench for a couple more weeks, but he's got to play more than 30 minutes. Like, you're just shooting yourself in the foot.
If you're paying him $1 million, you'd expect he plays more than 30 minutes a week.
And, like, when the game's done and buried, you know, what's the point of putting him on in the 50th minute? You put him on 20 minutes before, you would have been a chance in that game. So, very interesting from Des.
But good to see Tino back.
Mate, he's an absolute machine.
Oh.
He just bunces people.
Yeah.
And he has a good offload. He scored a try. And the thing is, like, he worked hard in the minutes he got given.
Yeah.
Like, he was running, he was tackling his ass off.
Like, he only played first 25-minute stint.
Yeah.
Quick stint.
Had a break and then came on the second half with about 30 to go.
Yeah.
He looked really good. Queensland, massive inclusion for you guys.
100%. Tigers bus. Mate, that's up and running.
Well, you're the Tigers bus expert. Can you tell us a bit about the bus? How is it looking? Wheels are on, off?
Wheels are all on.
Yeah, who's on it?
Galvin's on there. Luai, pretty much the whole team.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone's on there. Benji's
There was
on there.
rumours early in the season Galvin and Luai weren't talking. Is that
Yeah.
resolved?
No,
Are they
that's all
sitting next
resolved.
to each other on the bus?
Yeah, they're at the back of the bus.
Together?
Yeah, together,
They're
back
at
of the
back,
bus.
so
Yeah.
the cool kids.
Yeah, with the cool kids. But no, they are up. It's up and running.
What
and
about Taylan May? Is he on the bus yet?
No, he's on the bus. Yeah.
Taylan.
Oh, Taylan.
Yeah, Taylan.
Oh.
Is he trying to get on the bus?
Like, you got me there.
Yeah, I got you there.
Taylan. Might be a little pit stop on the way.
Ooh, little detour.
Little detour, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's another pun, maybe. I reckon he may be coming to Tigers. I don't know. I think it makes sense going with your brother.
Yeah, it would. And I think, they've probably needed some depth in the centres.
Yes.
Obviously,
Tolan
Olam.
Dewey did a good job.
No, they did.
Yeah.
100%. And they've got Fatape there, but obviously losing Olam doesn't help.
Yeah.
So
I'm impressed with their wingers, though. Taruva Skelton, very strong.
yeah, really good.
Good out their own end, good finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the halves look good. Tigers, the bus is running again.
It's going.
If
And it's flying.
Mate, if you're a Tigers fan, like,
I'd be
you
excited.
deserve to enjoy all these wins that are coming.
I'd be
because
excited.
It's been a long,
How
decade.
about Buller?
Yeah, Buller was good. He had a foot injury, though.
Yeah, he did.
That's a bit alarming.
Yeah. Appy,
Yeah, Terrell May, offload galore, beast. Yeah,
No, they're
great
good.
team.
They're good. And then last one, South set to sign Brandon Smith this week on a
Yes.
2-year deal for next year and the year after.
Hectic cheese.
What do you reckon about that?
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I did like what I saw with Pistol Pete this week, so it is reassuring. I would love to see not Pete. I'd love to see Cheese play a bit of lock or in the middle of the field, because I think personally his best asset is his running game, and he's a hard worker. That's why Wayne loves him. He's going to give you everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if his service is quite there, but in saying that, he's not the worst hooker, So
Good replacement.
he's a
hooker.
good replacement hooker.
For sure.
Even if he's playing that Havili role where you can come on, you can play a bit of hooker, play in the middle.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'd be playing him, but hey, I'm not the coach.
Yeah.
The coach is the master,
And
Wayne.
Wayne would know.
Wayne will know, so we'll see what he does with him when he comes.
But yeah, no, I think that's a great signing. He's obviously coming off an ACL, but
Yeah, so wouldn't be much use this year, but next year.
yeah, I mean, you
will be
get
good.
him what, mid-year?
Get him mid-year, but yeah, it'll take a bit to hit the ground running again,
Yeah, for sure. 18th man.
We have a big issue with this, Jimmy,
What's going on?
and it's not our issue.
It's not our issue.
It's the people at home that are listening to
Hey.
our followers.
Yeah.
You are cast. That's why you call cast followers.
Yeah.
So obviously every week we get people to do a tip.
Mm-hmm.
We choose one person a week, choose a best bet over $3.
Yeah.
And another one's failed. On the first leg,
3 weeks in a row.
Bentley Harpe didn't score.
No.
On debut, Ben Hanley, Big Red, you failed. We're going to need someone, when we put the story up, put your hand up.
Yeah.
Tell us why you want to be 18th man, and hopefully you can break the curse.
Like, so many people, right, say that they're such good tipsters. And then they get to the chair and mate, they shit the bed.
yeah, when the bright lights are on and your ball's on
They
the
crumble.
line, you're done. It's it's a curse. So
It is a curse.
Yeah, if you think you're a good tipper, prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and
100%.
break the curse.
100%. On that, we're jumping on the Dabble live stream this Saturday, 1 p.m.
I believe
Eastern
so.
Standard Time.
Standard, yep.
Yep. So yeah, get involved with Dabble. Obviously, one of the premium betting apps
100%.
going around.
Every second Saturday when we're not on the Dabble live stream, it's actually pretty sad because I actually really enjoy it.
I love it.
All we do, we give away cash.
Yep.
We play some games.
Yep.
We give tips. We talk about NRL. We talk about racing. Quick
What
hour.
more do you want?
The stream, it's engaging. There's people in the chat.
Yep.
Everyone's firing. So join us. Link in description. Link in bio. Or sign up using the code CastPatrol. CASTPATROL.
And just a reminder, what's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Round 3 preview and tips, predictions, stats, analysis, team changes. It's all happening right now.
It is.
And I tell you what, Thursday night, if you are not watching this game, go check yourself.
Stop what you're doing.
Grand final rematch.
Stop what you're doing.
Storm $1.35 versus Penrith $3.25. This is going to be a cracking game.
Penrith $3.25.
That is
that bizarre?
It's quite tempting.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
I know Storm,
4-time premierships.
Yeah, Storm are premiership favourites, coming off a bye, coming off a big win, albeit it was against the Eels in round 1.
Yeah.
Everyone's fit, everyone's firing, Nelson's back.
Off the week
at
off.
Amy Park.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ticks going to Melbourne's way. But there is one stat I want to tell you, Jimmy. So Penrith Panthers have only lost back-to-back games once in their last 58 NRL games.
Yeah.
So they don't lose back-to-back quite often. But it is a coincidence that the last time they lost back-to-back, it was against Storm and Raiders. So around 24 to 25 last year. So if anyone's going to break it, this little streak they got going, it is a Storm.
It is a Storm. I think the alarming thing that I've got at the moment with Penrith is how many points they're conceding.
Especially to a team with Roosters where they're missing a lot of go forward.
They conceded 24 against Sharks, I think, round 1. And then 38 against the Roosters.
And they're usually known for their defence.
Exactly.
Do you think they'll go in a bit easy, half foot on the gas?
I don't know what's going on. But then you come up against Melbourne fresh off a 50-point demolition of Para.
Week off as well to focus all on Panthers.
Amy Park.
It's going to be tough, but I think the odds should be around like $1.50.
Should be closer.
A bit closer.
Yeah.
We're forgetting that Cleary's still playing for Panthers. They get Papali'i back. They still got a great team.
No Edwards, maybe?
Edwards is a big one, actually.
That's a big loss.
But then they get Dane Laurie, who's done a great job when he fills in.
Yeah.
So, Panthers won 6 out of the last 10 games versus Storm. Another alarming fact, which is definitely in the favour of Melbourne.
Yep.
Panthers only won once at Amy Park out of 9 games.
1 out of 9.
1 win at Amy. So it is
It's
fortress.
not a happy hunting ground for them.
It's not. And if you are looking at try scorers, Coates has scored 31 from his 28 games at Amy.
Yeah.
And Pappy, 28 tries in his last 23 games at Amy.
Pappy's looking fit.
Pappy's looking good.
Looking very good.
Yeah, Coates and Pappy for the multis, very juicy. But who are you tipping, Jimmy?
I'm going to go the Storm.
Yeah, Mick's gone Storm as well. So I thought this is my chance to get one on you guys. So
You're going Riff.
this is my upset. I'm going to go Panthers.
Huge.
I don't think many will tip them.
No.
But I do think there's still a chance to win.
Yeah, and you get good odds.
A team with Cleary in there, he's gonna lift.
Yeah.
He's gonna take this personally as well.
Yeah.
Going to Amy Park, up against a great team.
I don't hate that.
Up against the premiership favourites at the moment,
Yeah.
he's gonna put his foot down and be like, "Hey, we can win 5."
Nah,
But
I agree.
Storm should win, but I will be going the upset.
I don't hate that. Next game, Warriors $1.80 versus the Roosters $2. Roosters shooting for 10 straight wins versus Warriors.
This
what do you reckon?
Definitely a 50.
It's a close game.
It's a 50-50 this one.
Yeah.
Warriors in New Zealand, we know they lift. They're a different team in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Roosters beating Panthers without all their guns, and they get Collins, Radley, and Leniu back.
Yeah.
3 big forwards.
Huge.
So now their pack looks really good. Connor Watson, Nafua White, Leniu, Gus, Radley.
Yeah.
And who's their lock?
You say
Did
what?
I say? Oh, I didn't say Wong. So
Yeah, Wong.
Wong's in
Yeah.
the second row. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's a great team. They got Teddy. Sandon Smith looks good.
He's
Marky
looked a lot
Mark
better.
and Toya, they're deadly.
Marky Mark at left centre, so good.
Mate, it's
that
crazy.
union sort of style where he gets it and he's just looking for that offload straight away.
His attack's really good. Like,
Yeah, it is.
He's got a good offload, got a good step, good game awareness, and it looks like he's picked it up pretty well.
And he's like aerial threat as well.
2 games in to his NRL career.
At centre.
Like, he looks good.
Yeah.
And Roosters, like, they weren't really dominating their games.
Yeah.
So
Rob Toya, that right foot step that he's got is lethal.
I can sort of see why he's done a few ACLs. Touchwood doesn't happen again, but
for sure.
he really hammers that step.
But he beats you.
Yeah.
One-on-one, he's getting past you.
Deadly.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed he stays injury free because he looks like a really good prospect there.
No, he does.
And you got Dom Young and Tupou on the wings.
Try scorers.
100%.
Yeah. But the Warriors, I like how Webby's stuck fat. He's gone 1-17 3 weeks in a row. So he didn't let that Vegas deter them, and then they come out last week and beat Manly.
It was such a cool, composed play from Webb because he could easily have brought Tamare back in. He could have brought Rocco Berry in. He could have brought anyone in.
Yeah.
Healy at hooker.
Yeah.
And then everyone who had the pressure on him, Metcalf, Egan.
They all stepped up.
What's his name? Leotau?
Leotau.
They all stepped up. Aaron Clark, they all played good. So Warriors are but the Warriors are another team. They're so inconsistent. They struggle to win back-to-back games.
Like, they'll do this, like, last week, and then
they'll go back to the round 1 form.
Like, I don't know what...
I hope they don't.
I don't know what Warriors I'm going to get.
But Jimmy, we know you hate the Wars. Who are you tipping?
You know, when I was looking at this game, I was like, fuck, I should tip the Wars to, like, avoid any feedback. Any speculation, but I'm going to go the Roosters. I have to go the Roosters. Mate, it's hard not to be impressed with them last week.
And you hate the Wars. Can you just say, look down the barrel, guys, say you hate the Wars?
Genuinely, I don't hate the Wars. You guys will get my...
Why aren't you tipping them at home being favourites, $1.80?
I can't tip you $1.80. Once you get a bit better odds, I'll tip you.
Yeah, Warriors don't like playing as faves, do they?
Yeah, like last week, that was my chance.
That was your chance at juicy odds. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the Roosters. Mixed tip Warriors for those Warriors fans at home, but this one can go either way. So go with your gut here. Jimmy, Cowboys versus Broncos. You guys are $5.50. I think they forgot a zero there. You should be $500 or something. $50. Broncos $1.15.
Yeah,
can you win? What's going wrong?
Oh, mate, it's been a tough watch. I think 2 weeks in a row it's been a tough watch. I think I don't know, they're the shell of themselves. I don't know what's happened.
Where do you think that they're going wrong? Obviously, their backs are not playing well. They're leaking points, but
defensively,
I feel like it's their forwards, right?
Yeah, I think it starts obviously in the forwards. You need go forward.
Yeah.
And we're not getting that at the moment, which is a concern. And then defensively, it's just, any time a team's attacking our line, we're going to concede a try.
Yeah, I think all the tries you've conceded have been on the edges.
Like, there's just no fight.
Yeah, and there's no cohesion with, like, the halves talking to the centres. They're all doing different things.
Yeah, like, one's running, like, jamming, and the other one's sliding. Back. Like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. But it's been a tough watch, and I know, Toddy's made some changes this week. Lolo's come back in. Nanai after 1 week in Cup, and Clifford comes in as well. So Duffy, Lawton and Edwards make way.
Honestly, I feel bad for Duffy. Like, he's 18-year-old. He's a halfback.
Yeah.
The forwards weren't going forward. They've been getting flogged. Like, it's not all on him, but
it's not
tends
all
to
on
happen
him.
when the team's not performing. The half gets chopped.
It does. And look, no disrespect to Clifford. Like, I don't think he had like 5 errors in Cup last week.
Clifford?
Yeah. So, I don't know what you do.
I think he just has more experience.
Yeah,
I think
like 100%.
That's what they're looking for.
It might be the right call to bring Clifford in at this point.
It's just not going to do Duffy a world of good for his confidence.
It's not. It's not.
So, we'll see if it is the right call.
I don't know.
But Lolo coming in, hopefully he's fit and firing. You need 2015 Lolo.
Hey, we need
or
something.
even half of that.
We need
come
something.
Up. You need some go forward.
Yeah.
You need Robbo going off the back of that. We did and
Robbo,
Drinky.
Yeah.
I think you guys need to turn it around. It's got to happen quick because that round 7 bye is coming and alarm bells are going. If you're Todd Payton, you need to win and you need to win quick.
I think it's a good time to get the Bronx though. If Bronx came out last week and pumped the Raiders, I'd be super worried.
And it is a derby. It
is a Queensland
big
derby.
Game,
so
never know. But Broncos have won their last 4 games versus you guys.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help. And you think Madge is going to absolutely spray him at training after that loss. So
yeah, for sure.
And Staggs is looming on the extended bench.
Yeah, he's on the reserves.
I don't think Walsh can play that bad twice. I think he's going to come out with a statement.
Yeah.
He's been copying in the media.
Yeah. Haas looks in elite form.
Yes, Haas was very good. Tackle breaking, offloading, going forward.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of question marks around the Cowboys. So, I'll be tipping Broncos, and I think they'll win well.
I'm going to just go the Cows because why not?
You don't have to tip the Cows.
Yeah, but I feel like if I don't tip and then they win, I'll just hate myself.
You guys are at home, right?
We're at home.
Why is it? But it's at Suncorp.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, maybe Broncos. No, it's just Broncos home game.
Oh, is it Broncos
just
home?
Stuffed up the order.
Oh, you stuffed the order. Okay, yeah. Broncos home. Broncos win, and I think they win well. Mick has also gone the Bronx. No surprise there.
All right, next game. Sharks, $1.15. Rabbitohs, $5.25. Talk about juice.
That is a bit of juice.
Does that entice you a little bit?
I just want to say we are a gutsy team.
No, you guys are.
We're a gutsy team. There's no doubt about that.
No.
You know, missing Terrell, missing Wyden last week, Cameron Murray, Munro, Aitken, Arrow got HIA'd. There's no doubt that South have effort.
Yeah.
And the effort's there. Wayne Bennett effect is well and truly underway. He's looking good. Well, he's always looking good, Wayne. But the team's looking good. And it's just like the players that have given that opportunity, they've all stepped up.
Yeah.
You know, Humphreys, Kepi's been great.
Kepi's been unbelievable.
Peter Mam, great. One of the honestly best game I've seen him play in NRL.
Yeah, good.
We saw a lot coming through the grades. Obviously, you went to school with him.
Yeah,
he was 1 year below me coming through the grades. Like his running game was his best asset playing hooker.
And we haven't seen much of it.
He doesn't do it.
Yeah,
and I don't know if he's not getting the chance at the quick play the balls, but he was running last week.
Yeah,
and he was looking damaging. Try assist. Yeah. You know, Pete was great.
I think it helps that there's actual go for like Kepi's.
Kepi was going forward. Yeah. Havili, when he tucked it under, was going forward.
Yeah, Totola.
Tola's good to have back. Duncan, I know he got a bit injured there, but in saying that, Sharks look very good.
They do.
They nearly beat Panthers. If they held the ball, they would have
Probably should have beaten Penrith.
Pumped the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And the way we defended in patches in the weekend, if we do that, we are absolutely going to get thrashed. We let Dragons run through us for that 20-minute period.
I thought it was game over.
Gutho was like, he found like another extra 10 yards of pace.
Yeah.
It's like we were just letting him through, being like, Tupelotu, here you go, walk through. You know? So if we defend like that, we're gone. And for that reason, I'm going to tip Sharks.
You're going Sharks?
I'm going Sharks.
Wow.
I know I'm biased, picking the whole South team against Dragons, 117. But this is where I got to go head over heart, and I'm going Sharks.
Yeah.
You know, they won the last 3 against us by 10 points or more. And when I'm looking at the stats, all the try scorer stats are for Sharks.
Yeah.
Are you tipping Sharks?
I'm going to go the Sharks.
Before we go into mixed tip, because we all know what that's going to be, I'm going to read some stats for you. So, Tricky scored 4 tries in his last 4 games versus South. Ronaldo scored 5 in his last 6 versus South. This is better for Ronaldo, though. 23 tries in his last 18 games at Shark Stadium.
It's Shark Park?
I think they changed it to Shark Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, everywhere I've looked, there's now Shark Stadium.
Yeah, right.
So it was Shark Park, and Ero scored a try in his last 3 NRL games at Shark Park.
Okay.
So
get Whiten back, though.
Jack Whiten's a big in. Yeah. We lose Hubner. He was another one that's been really good for us.
Hubner's been good.
His tackling is so good. I think he's one of the best tacklers in the comp.
Yeah, under the ball.
Similar to Gerbo, like chop low, chop the ball, doesn't miss tackles.
Force an error.
Just really safe. Typical Wayne Bennett player.
Ravalawa.
Big Rava, he's lurking.
Right,
is he
lurking.
19th, 18th man?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if he goes on the wing for Myers.
I don't hate that.
Because Myers in defence was a bit suspect.
Was.
I don't know if it was like all of the edge not working together, but he was sort of like jamming in and missing the man.
Yeah.
And then Tuapolotu was just walking through.
Yeah.
And then they actually swapped. This was the smartest thing I saw.
Yeah.
60th minute, they swapped Campbell for Myers. So Myers defended centre, and they got it to Tuapolotu, and Campbell just bounced him out.
Yeah.
That's a Wayne Bennett move there. So little stuff like that as well. I'm like, fucking love Wayne Bennett. But yeah, Sharks will win, and mixed tip Rabbitohs, no surprise there.
Sharks will win.
Sharks will win.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Sorry.
Is this like a reverse?
Maybe it's a reverse psychology gig, but
what's going on here?
When I'm confident, I'm confident.
Okay.
Like the first 2 rounds, but I was saying we have to win the first 2 rounds because now we have Sharks Panthers.
Tough,
and this is a real test.
Tough couple weeks.
2 top 4 teams, 2 contenders. This is where I think, we might get put down to reality.
Yeah.
But I am obviously going to go for South. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Next game. Dolphins, $1.88. Tigers, $1.92. This is an absolute flip of the coin.
I hate seeing Tigers at under $2.
Right.
But there should be faves in saying that. $1.92? Is that right?
It's right.
Can you check Dabble?
I'll check it
Because if
again.
they're not favourites, though,
I'll check it again.
check it, because I think Tigers definitely deserve to be favourites.
I'll check it
The
again.
way they played last week.
It may have changed.
I know their first half was shit, but
Mate.
they blitzed them in the second half.
I don't want to alarm you, Age.
What?
They're actually $2.
Tigers are $2.
You're getting $2. You're getting double your money stuff here.
Jeez Louise.
Dolphins are $1.82. Is that poison? What's going on here?
I think that's poison.
0-2. Gee, they've looked bad.
They haven't looked great at all. I know they get Finafiaki back, potentially K Brom, but round one I could have forgiven them because of all the floods and there was like players that didn't play.
That's a move.
But then like against Knights, they were very underwhelming. Katoa looked great, mind you.
No, he did
good.
good. Yeah.
Herbie's looking good always. Hammers, he's working into it.
Yeah.
I think the Chapman relationship, his mind's elsewhere, and I don't blame him. But yeah, Hammer he'll find some form. But Tigers $2.
Gee, they look good.
They should be favourites. It wouldn't surprise me if they go into faves.
They've got points in them, the Tigers.
They do. And I think Luai and Galvin being there with Appy back and Buller hopefully
huge.
plays.
Yeah.
Their spine's good and their forwards are playing good. Their outside backs are in form. I think Tigers win, and that could be the upset of the round.
Yeah, I'm going the Tigers.
Yeah, I'm going Tigers. I think Mick's going Tigers as well.
Yeah.
For devil's advocate here, Dolphins won two of their 3 games against Tigers.
Yep.
And they won 4 of their 7 at KO Stadium. So home ground helps.
Okay.
Hammer scored 6 tries in his 3 games at KO Stadium.
Okay.
So maybe that's an omen for Hammer to bounce back.
Yep.
Another one to avoid or be wary if you're putting Asako in your multis. He's probably the obvious player to chuck in.
Yep.
He scored once against Tigers. Once in his career. 8 games.
It's not good.
So it's not great, but he could score. Just be wary. Just
yeah.
If he doesn't score, just be like, oh, fuck, should have listened.
Yeah. But yeah, on the Tigers, how good was Terrell May in that heat on Sunday?
Bro, he can run marathons, man. He doesn't get tired.
He doesn't even look like he's tired.
I know Roosters won, but Roosters fans would be sitting there be like, couldn't we just put up with whatever's going on?
Like Terrell May, man.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Great signing for
I
me.
reckon all their forwards, like Polly looks good as well.
Yeah, Pole played a good game.
Twal,
Finu was quiet
it was a bit quiet. Did that nice try assist at the end.
when he moved to centre.
Seyfarth's doing a solid job at back row.
Yeah, solid.
Jack Bird.
Royce Hunt Royce Hunt.
Yeah.
So they
Hunt
had
off the back fence.
A lot of their good signings are like they're gelling, and it's we saw a bit in that second half what Tigers can do this year.
Yeah. All right. Next game, another flip of the coin. Titans $2.08. Knights $1.75.
Titans burned us last week
They did.
against Doggies. I was going for a cheeky upset there.
Same.
Defense is their issue. We say year after year, and
Yeah.
they don't fix it. Their defense, like some of the tries they're letting in, was piss poor.
It was pretty bad.
You know, Doggies were walking through them. Like
Yeah.
Salmon, show and go, walked over.
can't
like,
do that.
Little stuff like that.
Yeah.
You got to be better in defense.
Yeah.
They can score points. We know that. They got great outside backs.
What'd you think of the spine?
In
Like Campbell,
terms of kicking game, it was
Brimo
lacking.
6,
I don't
yeah.
like their kicking game.
Okay.
I don't think Jaden Campbell is the greatest kicker. He's obviously a better runner.
Yeah.
But he was doing majority of the kicking, and it was decent, but I think they're lacking a good kicking half.
Yeah.
Um,
Keeney was a bit quiet.
Keeney was quiet until the second half.
Yeah,
then
he
he
sort of
started.
got going.
He's good when everyone's tired because he doesn't tire.
He doesn't.
You know,
he doesn't.
When it's level playing field, he's all right. And then everyone gets tired. He doesn't get tired,
He just
and that's
goes.
when he starts going through those tired.
to that
forwards.
great assist to JoJo. For
Yeah,
Peter.
exactly. So yeah, Keeney's good as the game progresses, but Knights look very good. You know, Ponga's one of the
said it.
form players of the comp. He's leading the Dally M's at the moment.
Yeah.
He's racked up 12 points. No, clean sweep.
Yeah.
Brady Bess, Lucas, and Marzu on that left
Marzu
with
looks-
Sharp. That's a fucking hot left edge. We said it early after that preseason game. We're like, that left edge is fucking
He's
hot,
humming. Yeah.
and it is humming. So
They lose Thompson and Pierce Paul.
I think they're. I don't want to say they're replaceable, but
Yeah, I mean, you
Like,
got Brody
Tom-
Jones will start front row. Frizzell moves to second row. Elliott.
they've got depth.
Yeah.
You know, they got depth to cover it. Like Elliott was on the bench last week.
Yeah.
He can easily slot into there. Great player. So I'm not worried about that. I think Knights will win.
You going Knights?
I will be pissed off if Titans win.
I'm giving them one more crack.
Titans last year, I never could tip them.
Yeah.
When I tip them, they get smashed. When I don't tip them, there's
They
an
win.
upset.
Yeah.
So it's another 50-50. I'm going to go Knights just because Ponga's a freak and Knights have won 5 of their last 6 versus Titans.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to give them one more crack, the Titans. I think that
give
would
him another chance.
I'm going to give them another chance.
Knights are undefeated though.
No, they are. But again, no disrespect to, Tigers probably didn't play well round one, and then Dolphins are probably not at their best at the moment. So I think it'll be a good test for them. Like Titans, obviously,
Titans at Seabus.
Yeah.
That's also a good shout.
Yeah, it is.
Like the home ground advantage obviously helps. They got to start well, they got to defend well, and they're a chance.
It's their defense.
They have points.
Yeah.
So there'll be an interesting game. Like, wouldn't shock me an upset.
And who's Mick going?
Mick's going Knights.
Okay.
So he's playing it safe there.
All right.
Yes, let's move on.
Next game, Eels 285, Doggies $1.42. Interesting game, this one.
Well, they lose Burden, Doggies,
Yep.
MCL. They lose Kickow, MCL.
So Hayward goes to 5'8",
Yep.
and Satilli gets the back row spot.
Satilli earned that back row spot.
Mate,
He's been great.
good.
He's been playing
really
in the middle, but he's been great. So
yeah,
he deserves it. Hayward, was there any other options?
I think they were talking about Critter would move there.
Critter 6? No, I don't like that. Nah, I'm happy with Hayward there.
And they have what? Drew
He's
Hutchinson.
solid. Hutchinson, nah, I think they've given his chance.
Hayward probably
I'm happy with
deserves it.
Hayward.
Yeah.
Sexton was really good at controlling the game, even though Burden was out.
Yeah.
He'll do all the kicking. Doggy should be right. Tracy looks good at the back.
Yeah. He was
Curran,
285.
285. Like, they get.
Is that-
I tell you why, Footy Dean's playing.
He
Dean
is back.
Hawkins
Hawkeye's
playing
back.
halfback. Volkman makes way.
Yeah.
Finally gets his crack. He was carrying a little injury. That's why he didn't start the year.
This is his chance right here.
This is it for Footy Dean.
What do you think about Para so far?
Very disappointing. I think the fact that Dylan Brown was, has accepted that offer.
Yeah.
I think it's really gotten to them. Because, you can imagine you're at a club and, your fans are booing your star player.
Yeah.
And he's leaving. Like, he doesn't want to be there. It's hard. And he's not playing his best footy.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's really affected them. Their defense is not great.
Did you see their cup side though last week? Then?
Yeah, they missed Madison. He should be in that team.
Cartwright.
Cardi was good last year. I
don't know. What's going on there?
Riles is making some big calls.
Yeah,
and he's lost 2 games out of 2. When's the alarm bells going to start ringing? And
yeah,
it's not looking great for Para.
Their attack is non-existent.
Nah. And Lomax, I don't know. Lomax tries his hardest. He has a lot of runs, but he's just not getting good service.
I think Yongi's good.
Yeah,
I think he's got his moments. I think he'll have his time, but their attack just seems, I don't know what it is like.
Yeah, and I think it's also their forwards aren't going forward, so it's hard to.
That's hard.
The platform's not there, so I think Hopgood needs to improve. He had a lot of errors on the weekend, and he's one of their star forwards. I think they got to get Maddo back in and.
Maddo's got an offload. Cardi's got an offload. He's going to give you some second phase.
That might help him. I thought Para were going to go really well coming into the year, but the injury to Moses has derailed it. Brown's already thinking about next year.
Yeah.
His ACL, he's got a partial ACL tear.
Yeah.
So that's got to be in the back of his mind as well.
Yeah. What about if you're a Newcastle fan, you're watching Brown? Your thoughts on that?
Fuck, man. It's tough. I think personally, if they
love Dylan Brown. I love Dylan Brown
for $800K at 5'8",
yeah,
no one would blink an eye. Great signing, amazing. You're paying 1.3 mil a year for 10 years, so it's a long-term risk.
Yeah,
to play 7. I don't know. I think Matty Johns was saying it. He's like, it's a fact. Dylan Brown is a 6, so it's going to take a lot to transition to the 7. He's not the best controlling half. So when Moses is not there, he doesn't tend to play great.
He's just
he needs someone to control the game.
He does.
He's a runner and a big game, big moment player. So I don't know. He could be great.
Yeah.
He might end up playing 5'8". Who knows what happens? But they got Sharp there at the moment. So
he's doing a good job. Yeah.
Yeah. But it will be good to see Ponga, Brown, Best, everyone next year at the Knights.
Mate, their spawn will be pretty good next year.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Anyway, I'm going to go the Dogs. No
yeah,
surprises.
After all that. Eels have won 8 of the last 10 versus Dogs, but...
is this a game where
it's a different Eels team?
Do Eels come out and win? And we're like...
No kick-out burden is possible.
That's huge.
It's possible.
Huge.
If it's going to happen, it has to happen now.
Yeah.
Let me check who they're playing next week, because it's going to get ugly for Rolls if they lose this week.
Yeah, who they got next
Manly next week.
Tough.
At 4 Pines.
Tough. Yeah.
Round 5. Dragons, that's winnable.
Yep.
And then round 6, Raiders, tough again.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got to win now.
Yeah.
It's now or never for the Eels.
You on Dogs?
I'm going Doggies, and Mick went Dogs as well.
Yep.
Last
All right.
game of the round, Jimmy.
Last game, Manly $1.55, Raiders $2.45. Manly have won 9 of their last 13 versus the Raiders. So
Yeah. Raiders undefeated this year. Manly, very disappointing. Big doubts over Turbo and big doubts over Cherry Evans.
You reckon they'll play?
Both named. I think one will play. I don't know which one. I reckon one of them we rested.
Yep.
Tommy Talau's floating. Jake Arthur's floating on the reserves.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where you need to think long term here if you're Seabold. If Turbo pulls his hammy and he's out for 8 weeks, they might miss finals. Like
it's a big call.
It's a big risk.
Yeah.
Especially Cherry Evans. He's like, how old is he now? 34, 35?
Yeah, look,
He's older. Back
yeah.
injury is scary. Like you don't want to fuck around with this shit. So
No.
I think one of them we rested, if not both.
Yeah.
But if they both play, they're a good chance to win.
Do you reckon Manly bounce back here?
Manly always disappoint me.
Yeah.
They disappointed me in the trials. Had a nice little bet on them when they were versing Panthers.
Yeah.
And they were like $1.10. I had like something going on. Then they got flogged. Then last week, I thought they were winning against Warriors.
Yeah.
Flogged. I'm just not sold on Manly yet. I'm going to go Raiders. Because Raiders have impressed me.
Yeah.
Their fucking team is just like...
It's
they're
flying.
all working together so good. And they're all feeding off each other.
Yeah.
Every error, they're running in. Every penalty.
Yeah.
They're looking like a team out there. And
Yeah.
Ricky's really like sticking it to everyone and being like, you said we're going to get the spoon or come bottom 4. Look at us now.
And he's showing them.
100%. So I think Raiders are a good upset here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Manly.
Yeah.
Manly to bounce
Manly
back.
at home.
Yeah.
Mick's also going Manly. There's no point even asking what Gnocchi's going to tip because she
What's
got
going on
1
with
out of
Gnoc?
8.
Mate.
Do you think she's lost a love for the game or does she need to retire, take a spell?
I don't know. What did she get last week?
Or do we give her a week? Hey, she got 1 out of 8 last week.
1.
It was Sharks. But all the good teams lost. So we blaming the teams or we blaming Gnocchi?
It was a bad week.
It was a bad week. I'm going to forgive her.
Yeah.
Everyone home, stay patient. She didn't get fed this week. Nah, she got fed. But she'll be back.
Yeah.
She'll be back. Stay tuned for that.
All right, we're going to bring back listener questions. It's been a bit of a hiatus for the last couple of weeks.
Finally brought it back because there's actually good questions this week.
There is good questions.
No offense to you guys entering at home, but...
I mean, I put the blame on you for putting it up on the day off.
Yeah, I think people don't respond to that. So I put it up on Monday this
Yeah,
week
nice
and
and
there was
early.
some good questions. So
Yeah.
well done to everyone at home.
All right, first one at Blake Swan. Will Wayne force Latrell to play centre now that Jai looks phenomenal?
Mate, Jai Gray,
He's also second on the Dally M points.
he is. And he's running for over 280 metres every
Yeah.
game. He gives it everything. And he has
Yeah.
the most, I think he has the most post-contact metres.
Yeah,
For someone at 170 centimetres, he's punching through that line at speed.
Yeah.
He's so awkward to tackle.
He is.
If you tackle him, you probably tackle him high. Gets a penalty for you.
Yeah.
But he's so nippy. And to answer the question, I think if South, just say South win 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say Terrell comes back round 5 for Roosters. If we are 4 out of 4 and we beat Sharks and Panthers
Yeah.
with Gray fullback, that is when I'd seriously consider putting Terrell centre. And then in saying that, you'd have to either move Wyden to lock or you'd move Stretch to the wing to
Yeah.
make way for Terrell. And then Tass or Munro will go on the wing.
But
or
if,
AJ.
If Trell comes back fullback, Gray gets 14.
Gray gets 14. Yeah, Gray, he has to be in that.
But then what? He's going to play lock. Come on in the middle. Play lock.
He might just come on if there's an injury or like if we need a spark, just come on, play in
Yeah.
the middle there. But yeah, 100%. Like this is like seriously in question. Even though Trell's amazing,
Yeah.
But if we're gonna have Jai Gray gun fullback and Trell getting early ball at center, that's when you can
deadly.
see some results.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not against it.
It's a good headache to have though.
Great headache for Wayne.
Yeah. Next one at Joseph_Cariosi. Can the Bulldogs survive without Matt Burton for a month?
So Hayward replaces him.
Yeah.
Let me have a look at their run.
What's
So
their run? What do they
this
got?
week they have.
Eels.
Who do they have? Eels, yeah. I'm on the wrong round here. So Eels this week, they can definitely survive that.
Yep.
Sharks next week at Shark Stadium.
Might be tough.
That is tough.
That's a tough
but
game.
Defense can win games and doggies have solid defense.
Yep.
Then they have Knights at home at Acor.
Okay.
So that's possible.
Yep.
Depends how Knights are going. If Ponga's firing, then you might be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a bye. And then he might be back. So then you play Rabbitohs on Good
Okay.
Friday clash. Is that Good Friday? Yeah, Good Friday. And then Brizzy. So if you can survive up to the bye, you're cheering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're
100%.
winnable games for him.
Yeah, they are. So I think,
But he does. He's plays such a vital role though for that dog side.
he does. But in saying that, he hasn't been amazing to start the year,
No, he hasn't.
and they won 2 games. So it's possible.
Yeah, for sure. Next one at Jesse_Bullock10. Stone Street or Katoa for the Sharks right wing spot if both fully fit. I think you got to go Katoa, right?
I think Katoa, just what he's done for that club in that right wing spot, but Stone Street's a brilliant replacement.
Oh, mate,
He's fast, try scorer, he's
Yeah.
got height, great replacement. Let's say Stone Street's leading the comp in tries. Does Katoa just go straight back in, or does he go?
I think
cup?
he does.
Does he go straight back in?
I think he does.
Okay.
Katoa, like, if Katoa was there this year, he'd be scoring those tries.
Yeah. He would be in that team. You're right.
Yeah, like he's a try scorer, Katoa, and he's good out of his own end.
But then again, if Stone Street's defending well and scoring tries, he may give Fitzo a reason to be like, okay, put Katoa in cup as he comes back from injury.
They might
and
do
see
that.
how we go.
They might do that.
So yeah, it's another good headache to have.
Yeah. Next one at Banno Hall. As a Cowboys fan, Jimmy, do you think Todd Payton is under pressure? P.S. I am a Cowboys fan too. Oh, I think it's hard not to say he's not.
Yeah, you'd be lying if you said he's not. Any NRL coach who loses back-to-back games and a few in the row, and the pressure's like building,
and it's not like
you're getting flogged as well.
It's not like I was just gonna say it's not like we're losing close games. Like we're just being terrible.
Yes.
So I would say he's under pressure.
He's under pressure. I'm giving him to the round 7 bye to prove himself. I think that's when they can start doing those changes if they need to, because they get the whole week to get someone in. Start changing some systems, but hopefully he wins either this week or next week. Gets off the duck.
I just
want to
see
start turning it around,
an improved perforance.
And I think that starts with your defense and
100%.
your go forward.
Yeah.
So Nanai coming in low does help.
Yeah.
Clifford, a bit more experience. Probably better kicking game, I'd say. Better threats. It could help you guys.
And it's just like we can't compound those errors. Like I think we drop the ball and then we'll give away a penalty.
And they'll score.
It's like
tackles.
We scored on the weekend against Sharks, and the first set off the kickoff we dropped the ball. It's just like
that's actually one of South Sydney's worst habits.
Like you can't do that. You can't, especially against Sharks.
South Sydney, first 3 tries we scored.
Yeah,
we didn't complete the set after it. That's our worst habit. It's an absolute coach killer.
It is,
because you're given another chance to return serve. So just got to work on the little things, and hopefully you can come out with a win soon.
100%. Next one at Muddy Gav. Who will the Raiders beat in the grand final this year?
Great question, Gav. I reckon the Rabbitohs. Nah, but Raiders do look good.
They do.
Like I was harping on about them before. Like Tomoko's back. You got Strange playing good footy. Fogarty steering the ship.
Yeah.
Weeks have been quiet, which is a good thing, because if he's firing, we know what he can do when he's in open air.
He's damaging, yeah.
Savage is back. Horsburgh's looking good. Who else? Who else is there forwards? Nicholson on debut.
Double on debut.
Great debut.
Hosking was good.
Hosking got injured though, yeah.
Got injured, but he's been good.
Hudson Young, solid, always looking threatening.
Yeah. They've got a good side.
Yeah, good. Starling's looking really good.
Like no Tarpany as well.
No Tarpany, yeah. So, yeah, great signs there for Raiders, but...
Who will they beat? Maybe Melbourne?
Yeah, probably Melbourne or Panthers.
Next one at Marshall Prout 3411. How many weeks until Para find their stride? It's going to take a while.
When's Moses back?
I don't know. Didn't they say he's out for longer now?
Even longer. Yeah, you're going to need Moses back to have some real damage, but
all right.
Footy Dean definitely gives you more stability and a bit better kicking game.
Yeah.
So that might unlock Brown. They do complement each other really well.
Yeah.
Because Dean is literally your stock standard half.
He's a halfback.
He's a halfback.
He's a general.
Through and through.
Yeah.
He's going to kick to corners. He's going to put up his bombs.
Yeah.
He's going to pass well.
He's going to give you the ball.
He's going to put you to the direction on the field where you should be. And then hopefully Brown can unlock his running game and start setting up some tries. But I think it's going to take another month.
Do you think Moses would stop what's happening at Para at the moment?
We forgot how good Moses is, though.
I know.
He won New South Wales a series.
Yeah.
He's a really good halfback.
He's so good.
Yeah, just having him there will be great.
Yeah.
But then again, the forwards have to lift massively. So it's not just the backs.
Yeah,
it starts with the forwards.
And last question for this week, at Mackenzie.Iranui. If you bring back the punishment shots for try scorer trifecta, can it be Vegemite shots? It would be crack up.
Vegemite shots? That's not that bad.
I hate Vegemite.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
How about we do it between me and you this week?
What?
We'll pick a double. We'll pick a leg each. And then if one of us fails,
next week we'll do
the Vegemite.
All right. You just pick a try scorer.
I've got my try scorer.
Oh, mate.
I'm going Selwyn Cobbo. I think he's going to get a Hattie.
Cobbo Hattie.
But I'm just going to go Cobbo single.
I'll go Mulatalo.
Yeah, done. Both should score.
Both should score.
So we're playing really safe here.
Yeah.
We definitely don't like shots of Vegemite.
Yeah, no. But,
there you go. Hopefully they both score and then we get the multi out. We'll put on Dabble as well. So if you're not on Dabble and you want to see all our tips, join. Use the code Cast Patrol. Links are also in the bio. We post tips for every NRL game, same game multis, round multis, and we also do a lot of horse racing tips.
100%.
Did you hit another?
Yeah, Sharks
big
in on
multi.
Saturday. Yeah.
What odds?
It's about 30 to 1.
Bro, you are.
It's been good.
You are in some form.
It's been good.
You are in form.
It's been a good run.
Take
those.
Hopefully, in terms of NRL, everything's a bit more clearer coming into the next podcast because, as you said, NRL is a funny game.
It's a funny game. League.
Everything that went wrong last week. So, very interesting. But
Look forward to the round.
That's all from me. So
that's
see you
all
later.
from me. See you guys.
See you guys.